Predator, Badlands director Dan Trachtenberg has a long history with Hall H. For 8 years in a row, he lined up and waited overnight to witness some of San Diego Comic-Con's most epic moments, from the first footage of Iron Man to the moment the Avengers assembled. "I was here for the infamous pencil stabbing," Trachtenberg told the sold-out crowd. "I was a material witness." "The Avengers didn't do shit," joked Kevin Smith, who moderated the panel. But on Friday, it was time for Trachtenberg to make a little Hall H history of his own, as the Predator guru debuted new footage from not one, but two of his entries in the Predator franchise. The conversation then turned to Predator, Badlands, as stars Elle Fanning and Demetrius Schuster-Koloamatangi and effects designer Alec Gillis detailed the ins and outs of making the movie. Badlands is set in the future on a remote planet where a young Predator, Dec Schuster-Koloamatangi, outcast from his clan, finds an unlikely ally in a synthetic android, Thea Fanning, and embarks on a treacherous journey in search of the ultimate adversary. When Trachtenberg started developing the Badlands story, he was intrigued by a few ideas. "I realized something that has never happened is the Predator never wins, and they're supposed to be the greatest hunter in the galaxy," he said. He was also intrigued by the fact that in sci-fi films, we all love the side characters. We fall in love with creatures and robots, and they're often relegated to being the sidekick of the villain, never the protagonist. So, Trachtenberg settled on this odd couple, a predator with a robot strapped on its back. His primary inspiration for that image came from another famous sci-fi franchise, Star Wars Chewbacca and C-3PO. "But it's cool because it's not Chewbacca," the director said. "It's not a friendly creature that you're following. It's the Predator. He is ferocious and badass and very much an anti-hero." First, Trachtenberg addressed Predator, Killer of Killers, which is currently streaming on Hulu. "Unfortunately, some bits of Killer of Killers were left on the cutting room floor, but recently we were able to sneak it back in," Trachtenberg said, queuing up a clip which would only play for the fans in the room. The new footage functions as a credit scene to the movie, which originally ended on with a cameo of Amber Midhunter-Snero from Prey, as one of the human warriors captured and frozen by the Predators. Now, the camera continues to pan right, first revealing Danny Glover's Lieutenant Mike Harrigan and then Arnold Schwarzenegger's Dutch, who originated the franchise. "Recently I had a little breakfast with Arnold, and super self-conscious about what I ordered," Trachtenberg explained. "We talked a lot about the things we could make together, and he was very kind to approve his cameo in this. And we can now continue to cook up things that may be in store for that guy." The director then announced that the new footage will debut Friday night at 7 p.m. Pacific Time on Hulu.